Today we will study amendments of Constitution. First, Constitutional Amendment Act of 1951. It added Article 15(4) and Article 19(6) and brought changes in right to private property concerning fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are present in Article 12 to Article 35. It also added 9th schedule, that is validation of certain acts and regulations. 7th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1956 helps to implement State Reorganization Act. 10th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1961 incorporated Dadar and Nagar Haveli as Union Territory. 12th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1962 added territories of Goa, Daman and Diu into Indian Union. 13th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1962 added Article 371 for administration of state of Nagaland. 14th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1962. Under this amendment, Union Territories of Himachal Pradesh, Manipur, Tripura, Goa, Daman and Diu and Pondicherry was to have legislatures and council of ministers. 15th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1963 increases age of retirement of High Court judge from 60 to 62 years. 16th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1963. Under this, amendments made in form of oath that was contained in the 3rd schedule on upholding the sovereignty and integrity of India. 19th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1966. Article 324 was amended in order to clarify duties of Election Commission. 21st Constitutional Amendment Act of 1967, it included Sindhi language as 15th regional language that was added to 8th schedule. 24th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1971. Parliament can amend any part of Constitution, including fundamental rights, by amending Article 368 and Article 13. President to give assent to amendment bills when presented to him under this amendment. 25th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1971 involved bank nationalization case and substitution of word amount in place of compensation in Article 31. 31st Constitutional Amendment Act of 1973, it increases seats of Lok Sabha from 525 to 545 and reduced seats of Union Territories in Lok Sabha from 25 to 20 seats. 38th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1975 clarified declaration of emergency by the President and promulgation of ordinance by the President or Governor that cannot be challenged in any court on any ground. 39th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1975. Under this, questions regarding election of President, Vice President, Prime Minister and Speaker of Lok Sabha were taken out of judicial review of Supreme Court or High Court. 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1976. This is the most important Constitutional Amendment Act. It is also known as Mini Constitution. It made fundamental changes in constitutional structure. It also incorporated socialist, secular and integrity in the preamble, and it also added fundamental duties in Part 4A. 57th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1987 provided reservation of seats for scheduled tribes of Nagaland, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh in Lok Sabha. 58th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1987, an authoritative text of Constitution provided in Hindi to the people of India by the President. 59th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1988 amended Article 356 to provide declaration of emergency which may be up to 3 years. 61st Constitutional Amendment Act of 1988. It came into effect in 1989. It amended Article 326, reducing voting age from 21 to 18 years. 65th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1990. It came into effect in 1992. It provided National Commission for Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe with wide powers. 69th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1991, it came into effect in 1992. Under this, insertion of Article 239A and 239AB to provide a national capital territory of Delhi with a legislative assembly and council of ministers. 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992, it came into effect in 1993. It added 11th Schedule, Part 9 containing Articles 243, 243A to 243O that is related to Panchayati Raj. 74th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992. It came into effect in 1993. It inserted Part 9A containing Articles 243P to 243ZG, added 12th Schedule related to municipalities. 86th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2002. It added Article 21st A, that is right of education for children of age 6 to 14 years as a fundamental right. 88th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2003. It came into effect in 2004. It added Article 268 that empowered the Union of India to levy a service tax. 91st Constitutional Amendment Act of 2003. It limits the size of ministries at the center and in states. Some important key points to remember. Part 4A, that includes fundamental duties, was added by 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. Part 9, that include the panchayats, was added by 73rd Amendment Act of 1992. Part 9A, that includes the municipalities, was added by 74th Amendment Act of 1992. Part 9B, that includes the cooperative societies, was added by 97th Amendment Act of 2011. Thank you.